12:15. Woodwork squeaks, out come the freaks. I'm Nick Abbott. Join me after the news for the nuts on the phones, the lightning round, and the best music on the radio.
Help me. I need your help. I hope you're listening to me.
Well, then don't beg, man. Baby Come Back by Pato Banton. A virgin, Nick Abbott, last show for 2 weeks, so please help me. 500 30 12 15. You know what has been confusing me ever since they started advertising it? You know that British Telecom claim that they just don't have enough numbers for us now because of faxes and mobile phones, and people are starting up businesses and, you know, all of this. And they say the demand for numbers has far outstripped our worst imaginations. That wasn't, well, you know what I mean, right? So they say, instead of, like, for instance, Central London is 071, instead of that it will be 0171. And the thing that confuses me is, how does that give them more numbers? Because surely it's the same numbers with 0171 in front of them instead of 071. It seems like, do you know what I'm saying? How does that give them more numbers? Because they're just the same numbers, but just one bigger. Like, that spoof for metal, like, what was that spoof documentary? Spinal Tap, it's 11, it's one louder. I don't get that. I just don't understand. But I've tried to concentrate hard and figure out how it is that inserting a 1 gives them more numbers, and I just don't get it. So if you have any idea, if you work with the company, or you're you've got an A-level in maths, then perhaps you can put me out of my mystery. 0500 30 12 15. Virgin 0500 30 12 15. My name's Nick Abbott, and we are talking telephone numbers. Batley.
Hi, Nick.
Hello.
I have an explanation for you. We have a mole in...
What was that noise, by the way? Did you hear that?
No.
It sounded like...
Oh.
Was that you?
No.
Well, did it come from my end?
I don't know. Only you would know that. Oh, it might have been fireworks outside.
No. This is a soundproof booth. What the hell are you talking about, madam?
No, I mean outside my house.
Oh, I see. So anyway, back to you.
So anyway, we have a mole in BT. And basically, the way they can get more numbers is your number might be 0171. They may then, and then you'll have...
Don't tell anybody.
And then you'll have a 7-digit number.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. Now they may...
Oh, thanks a lot, by the way. That happens to be my home phone.
They may say to Mercury, all your inner London numbers are 0271 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, if that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the personal number, Mercury might have the code 0271. Then they might say to the mobile phone operators, well, you've got somebody who's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as their personal number, but it's a mobile, so they have 0371. And so they increase the amount of numbers by 10 each time. By giving each operator their own prefix. Yeah. Or they may say all the inner London fax numbers on BT will be 0471. But they haven't told us anything like that. Well, have they told people who've got other companies' phone numbers that's the case? I don't know, because we don't have a mole in any other telephone companies. Well, they certainly haven't advertised the fact, because they've been advertising the numbers a lot. Yeah, and in fact, some companies have already taken this on board and are advertising their number as... That's right. 01 whatever. That's right. It's for future capacity, because they're expecting the amount of telephones, you know, usage to go up. Yeah, telephones are very good. Have you ever used one? It's a great step forward in communications only
technology.
Occasionally. Yeah.
I recommend everybody at home to seek out the telephone. There's probably a store in a high street near you that'll be able to demonstrate one. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I understand they've not been around very long, but I think they're a pretty good move in new technology. Of course, my parents won't have one, because it's electric, and it'll probably, it could blow up at any moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're killers. It's a well-known fact. Okay, thanks very much.
Cheers, Nick.
All right, so now we know. The disinformation station, Virgin fears, and break it down again, as though once wasn't enough. 0500 30 12 15 is a Mercury free call, a Mercury free call on the only station that allows you to call for free, Virgin, and this is Belfast.
Hi, Nick. Good evening.
How are you?
Not too bad, thanks. I just want to tell you that I came across the strangest thing yesterday. I'd shopping. A new range of jams for your dog. Would you believe? Exactly. So,
What?
I thought I'd try it out.
Conserves for your canine?
Yeah, seriously, I thought I'd try it out. So I bought, there was a range, a hamster-flavoured one for him.
Oh, what?
Seriously.
You are having me on.
Seriously.
You've got to be having a laugh, ain't you?
Definitely. Brought it home for
There are not jams for dogs.
Yeah, seriously. So I brought the hamster-flavoured ones home for the dog as well. Right?
Yes.
And he hated it. So I threw it in the bin. This morning when I woke up to empty the bin, I found that a bunch of roses had grown, from the empty pot, which I found quite strange.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about it is I almost thought you got tulips from hamster jam.
Okay, could see it. I could see a joke coming a mile away, but I, for the life of me, couldn't figure out what it was. Well done. Thanks a lot, mate.
Have a nice holiday.
All right, cheers. Here's Muswell Hill.
Totally mad, that geezer.
Yeah.
Political correctness. I suppose you know a lot about it with a name like Abbot, don't you? You can't say Abbot anymore.
Can't you?
Presumably. I
Why
wouldn't
not?
have thought so.
Why not?
It's sexual discrimination, isn't it? You've got to say Abbot-None or something like that. Anyway, the obvious ones like fireman is a firefighter, an actor, actress is an actor. Now you can't call an actress an actor. What do you think you can't call a manhole a manhole? What do you think you can call a manhole?
You can call it anything you like. It can't hear you.
You can call it what?
Never mind. I don't know, and to be perfectly honest, I just don't care.
An access hole.
An access hole.
An access hole.
Of course, people at Barking would be really upset about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about a lover? You can't say lover.
Why not?
Well, apparently it's politically incorrect.
Oh, love-er, as in the last two letters of the word her?
As in L-O-V-E-R?
Love person.
No, significant other.
Yeah, right.
Seriously, significant other.
Yeah? Is there a point to this? Is this winding up to a joke as well? Let's hope so.
No, it's
that
not.
we didn't waste our time listening to this crap for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Or did we? Only you can tell. Yes, we did. Okay, now we know. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Here's, are you serious? Pantygog?
Pantygog. Yes.
Panty what?
Pantygog. It's South Wales, between Cardiff and Swansea.
And what in Welsh does gog mean?
I haven't got a clue.
Right, good.
Right, what it is, Nick, probably advice. My wife has gone out to the pictures and taken my daughter.
Right, she's never coming back.
That won't worry me. But she's left me at home with my son. Well, she's expecting me to pick her up at 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
And being
she's not going to be there. It's like one of these things where she says, I'm just going to go out for a packet of cigarettes. You'll never see her again.
Yeah, but she's gone out to the pictures. I'm in the house with the boy, and she wants me to pick her up. But because I'm a lorry driver and I've been out all week, I'd like to have a drink. But if I drink, I can't go and pick her up.
Yeah.
So what should I do? Should I have a drink?
Absolutely. Open that can immediately. Let her walk home.
Yeah?
Absolutely. And just as long as you're not in the house when she comes back, you'll be fine.
Right.
Okay.
Thanks, Rick.
All right, cheers. I am your official guidance counsellor, by the way. Call me with any problem you like, as long as you don't mind a stupid answer in response. Here's Luz.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. You?
Yeah.
About the phone numbers. You were slightly incorrect in saying it was BT that's driving it. It's not. It's the government. They have a Nazi bunch of people called Oftel, the Office of Telecommunications, who, in the free market that is supposed to be operating, regulate what everybody does. And it's their idea to change the numbers.
Really?
Yeah.
They're doing it to us again.
Absolutely. So they've got lots of other ideas as well.
Off-tell.
Yeah.
I have a two-syllable phrase that also has the word off in it that I'd like to... I'll write it down on a piece of paper. I'll send it to them in the post. You by The Cure. Last show for 2 weeks. 0500 30 12 15. Mercury free call on Virgin, and this is in Manchester.
Yeah, hi, Nick.
How are you?
Yeah. I know you don't
Got to stop asking people how they are. Nobody cares.
That's Daily Bridge. I know you don't want to talk about telecom anymore, but do you think it's about time to do something about people getting zapped by the telephones? I mean, the other day, I was making a phone call, the next minute, I ended up halfway across the room. Now, it might be causing a thunderstorm, but, you know, it's not the point, is it?
The lightning came down the telephone wire.
It came down somewhere. I was holding the phone.
And blew you away?
Well, I'm still here, but I ended halfway across the room shaking like a leaf.
Stunning.
Yeah,
Here's a man, ladies and gentlemen, who was blown away by his phone. I realized that the telephone was an oral aid, but I had absolutely no idea of the extent of its facilities. Newborn Friend by Seal on Virgin 0500 30 12 15. Last show for 2 weeks. Help me out. Come on, here's Lester.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
All right.
Good day. The famous five.
What about them?
What about them? Very politically incorrect.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, you had Dick for a start, and well, that wouldn't be got away with today, would it? Ed Anne, always doing the washing up.
Was he? Oh, yeah, I never read the Famous Five. I always read the Secret Seven. They
Secret Seven?
Yeah, they were better by 2.
Yeah, but Famous Five, all the ginger beer and the adventures going on.
Yeah.
What happened to them now, though, anyway?
They're all dead, unfortunately.
They're all dead,
yeah, they're all dead. It was a horrible boating accident.
What, was that in the last episode, was it?
Yeah, it was the book that didn't get published because there would have been an uproar.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's a sad tale to tell, but you'll have to call back if you want me to tell it. Calls charged at 39p permanent cheap rate and 49p at all other times. I'll give you the number off the air. Okay, thanks a lot, mate. Here's Loughton. What the hell was that call about? Here's Loughton. Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I've got a boring tale and a funny tale.
Okay, well, it fits right in with that last call, then.
Yeah. The boring tale is re the telephone number.
Re? As in regarding?
I heard the last...
Nobody says re. You're supposed to write it down. Oh, dear, okay. Re-BT?
Yeah, re-BT. I heard the last gentleman caller while I was driving in my BT.
That was no gentleman.
The one talking about the telephone numbers, he was right. It is the government that's pushing for these numbers. And it's not just BT that's going to change, it's Mercury as well.
Right.
And the idea is that towns that aren't 7-figured numbers will be 7-figured numbers. I.e. Leeds will be 7-figured numbers.
And they are thrilled at the prospect of becoming millionaires.
All right. The funny story is, when I was a telephone operator, if you took a payphone call, you would be able to tell what coins were actually put in the box because a series of bleeps
Really?
indicate the coinage, yeah. I.e. 10p would be...
I.e. BT's P's, yeah.
A 10p would be 2 bleeps. And I took a call from an old dear once who was talking for 3 minutes, and then a light flashed on my switchboard indicating that she was coming to the end of her call. So I said this terminology, I'm trying to think how it goes now. Are you holding? Have you finished? Do you wish to pay for further time? And she said, no, thank you, dear. So I gave her some time to wind up her conversation.
Well, you can do that. Just out off your own bat, you can give them as much time as you like, depending on whether you like them or not.
Well, depending on if you're a nice...
It's not all computer-controlled?
Depending on if you're in a good mood or not.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no... So I'm absolutely stunned. I thought this was all done by computer, but it's just... you do it by hand?
Well, it may be now. Things may have changed in the last sort of 4 years that I was a telephone operator.
Is this the voice that you used to use as a telephone operator? Or did you put on a...
No, if I was angry... I used to come on the line and say...
Angry?
Angry, really angry. If I would come on the line and I'd say, hello, which was the sort of time
Say it again.
Hello? That's the really peed off voice.
Yeah.
And if you were really nice and If you were in a really good mood, then you were exceptional.
I just wanted you to say it again so that I didn't laugh all over it. We'll cart that up and use it frequently.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Oh, no, hold on.
Oh, there's more? I'm sorry, but you're running out of time, madam.
Well, anyway...
Would you like more time, or are you prepared to pay?
I am prepared to pay for more time. So, she said, thank you very much, and she wound up her conversation, and all of a sudden, I heard 3 bleeps. And I said, what did you put more money in the box for? And she said, that one's for you, dear.
Oh, isn't that sweet? Almost sweet enough to make you want to... Now you've made me really sick. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, bye.
0500 30 12 15. That's the Jam and Going Underground on Virgin. 0500 30 12 15. Leeds.
Hello.
Hello.
How come your mother doesn't like coming on the air?
That's a good question. I'm going to call her up and find out. No, I won't. Because she won't answer the phone. I don't know. She, radio fright. She just doesn't like, me.
Oh.
She said, get out. Don't you ever darken my doorstep again. And furthermore, I don't want you to call me ever.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the reason why.
Oh.
She's disowning me because of the job that I do.
Oh.
Which is understandable.
Is it?
Absolutely. So what?
Will she ever come on air again?
No.
Never.
Never.
Never, ever.
Ever.
Illustrates how...
Why would she be upset about that?
I don't know.
You think that she was, her brief appearance was so great that she became one of the, you think I should give her the Starline number?
Yeah.
Think again. All right, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for delving into my embarrassing family life. Yeah, she's going, and not a moment too soon. Here's Lester.
Hi, Nick.
Hello.
How you doing?
All right, thanks.
I'm ringing about what do you feel about live radio?
What do I feel about live radio?
Yeah.
As opposed to taped radio?
Well, you know, because you've got kind of like a relationship with the listeners, haven't you?
I have a very strong and intimate relationship with at least 90% of my listeners. Yeah. Takes up all my spare time, as a matter of fact.
Right, yeah. How long have you been in radio for?
You mean professional radio or just doing it?
Well, I meant radio, not doing...
No, I didn't mean it. I meant doing radio. God, talk about the mind in the gutter. Since 1978, when I first started university radio.
There is one thing I've noticed. You've got a bit of a delay.
Yeah, that's right. There's a very good reason for that.
Yeah, but wouldn't you prefer to like the spontaneity?
It's still a spontaneous. It's still happening live. It's not like you say a question, then I think about it for 7 seconds. We're still having this conversation. It just hits the air 7 seconds after it happened. It's still a spontaneous... What do you think, that I get 7 seconds to think about everything?
No, but I know that, but... there's no kind of risk factor, is there? I mean, I wouldn't want to say anything that would be degrading or anything, but there's no risk factor. Do you know what I mean? You can't like just... I mean, say live telling stuff, you can't like that risk factor, something happening. I mean, at the moment you can cut anybody off any time, can't you?
Yes.
All right.
I don't see that detracts from anything that I'm doing here. All that ensures is that chronic little 13-year-old kids who want to ring up and swear, it just ensures that you don't hear that.
Oh, I agree with that, but you know, I'm just saying...
But it's not like I can stop the show and suddenly do something else. Even if I hit the dump button, that means I still have to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like we have something in reserve that we can put on in case of emergencies. Right. I've only got 7 seconds. I mean, if I hit the dump button, then it means that the 7 seconds disappears, and I have to carry on anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not as though it's not a fake. It's still live. It's just that it goes out 7 seconds after it's happened. You'd hear it after it happened anyway. In a very real sense, what is time? Time means nothing, never would again.
Well, you know...
Name that film.
I don't know.
Okay, good. Stumped you. Hopefully I've left you speechless.
Well,
Okay, yes.
I'd just like to say, you know, I do like your show.
But?
Well, no, there's nothing, you know.
Oh, really? Well, it just sounds like a dot rather than a full stop.
I've recently got onto Virgin, and I think it's a great station.
Really?
You know, I really do.
Excellent. All right,
Great.
thanks a lot, mate.
Thanks, mate.
0500 30 12 15, and if you can answer this question, what the hell was that last call about? REM, what's the frequency, Kenneth, on Virgin, where we have our big Aerosmith giveaway weekend coming up. You can win a trip to the MTV Europe Awards. And I was just looking through the nominations for the awards. What a difference between these awards and the awards which are a similar type of awards which are held in this country and in America. Look at this. There's some great stuff here. Best song of the 5 Blur, Boys and Girls, Aerosmith's Crime, Bjork's Big Time Sensuality, Loser by Beck, what a track that is, and the 7 Seconds thing by Yusu and Dor. Boys and Girls and Beck, Loser. See, these songs are great. Best rock, Aerosmith, Rage Against the Machine, Therapy, Soundgarden, and Metallica. Beat that. If it had been the awards that are held in this country or the American Music Awards, it would have been a choice. Best rock act would have been Paul McCartney, Phil Collins, Eric Clapton, Elton John, and Take That. Am I right? Absolutely. All of the people who votes friends and peers, which is why, you know, Phil Collins wins every damn year, while Eric Clapton is always there, and the act that people under the age of 50 bought the most of the previous year. That seems to be what it is. Who made most money last year? That's who we'll give the awards to. But these are Therapy, Soundgarden, Metallica, Rage Against the Machine, and Aerosmith. Beat that. So those are some of the nominations for the MTV Awards. And you could be going, listen this weekend, the Aerosmith weekend, and more details in the first ad of the next ad break. It's something to look forward to. Looking forward to ad breaks now. Here's Nottingham.
Hello?
Hello.
We'll take the blanket from the bathroom. We go walking once again.
Southgate.
Hello? Alright, I'd like to talk...
Are you talking anywhere near the phone?
Yeah, I'm near the phone.
Right, that's better.
Oh, that's better. Oh, cheers. Thanks a lot. You tell me how to use the phone. I'd just like to talk about that it's great that there's a resurgence of the Star Wars films at the moment. I think it's really good.
Oh, they're not making a new one? Are they not making a film about what happened?
They're going to make a new one.
What happened before?
Yeah.
Because it was originally going to be 9 films, wasn't it? And what we had were the middle 3, and I believe they're going to make film number 3 now.
Yeah,
that makes sense? Because we had 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, that's because George Lucas couldn't get the rights to Flash Gordon, and that was a real top film, wasn't it? That was really bad.
Yeah, it was almost as bad as Flesh Gordon.
Oh, I haven't really seen that. I'm not
no, that's good.
Films. I just think that it's good that family entertainment's being brought back on the video, because you get a whole load of trashy films coming out now.
You know what, really do you ever watch videos with your parents?
No, not really.
That's always a moment of...
dodginess, like when Basic Instinct comes on.
Absolute great concern, yeah, is going to the video shop and knowing that you're going to have to sit there and watch it with your parents, because you wish that your parents would just go away. You wish that they would go out for the evening, but they take you around the shops, and then the video shop beckons, because, as usual, there's absolutely nothing on TV, right? And so you go in there, and then you start scanning the shelves, and even stuff that's 15, you know you're going to be deeply, deeply embarrassed and want to crawl away and die if you watch it with your parents.
The worst thing is my dad gets the dodgy films when I'm in the video shop. He doesn't mind about it.
Oh, really?
And that's awful.
But does it embarrass you?
That embarrasses me.
Yeah, and there's a silence descends upon the room, and you don't move because you don't want any. It's almost like you wish that they'd forgotten you were there, so you don't move, and you try and become part of the furniture and pretend that you actually have gone out for the night and that you're not actually physically there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you go bright red, and your mother pipes up and says, "Do we really want to watch this?"
Yeah.
Which is your cue. Now, I don't know whether you've got remote control in your house, but my parents have only recently got remote control. The remote control used to be me and my brother.
Yeah, I'm the remote control for the video.
Absolutely right. And so that's the cue. Do we really want to watch this? Is the cue for you to walk the full length of the room and take it off and switch on Noel Edmonds or something that was, like more acceptable.
And go and get the coffee in the tin.
Yeah, exactly. Like just generally get out of the room before all of her clothes come off.
Yeah. They wait 9 months to have a slave. Tough stuff.
Yes, that's right.
20 years.
Okay, excellent. Thanks a lot, mate.
All right then, cheers.
Dundee.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. I was wondering about virtual reality. You know, it's the possibilities of being a learning process in the future.
Yeah.
You know how people that want to learn languages and such, they go to sleep and they use it like a tape recorder and go to sleep with it on.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, do you think that virtual reality might be used in that process in the future?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll agree with anything you say just to make you go away. Thanks a lot, mate. 0500 30. Is it me, or have I entered the twilight zone? Because I don't understand half of what these people are talking about. Hey, or just up and go. It makes absolutely no difference to me whatsoever. Lisa Loeb, across the UK on 12:15 and 11:97 to 12:60 a.m. with Sheryl Crow. Next, this is Virgin.
We play classic album tracks and the best new music.
Beautiful. All I wanna do, it's up and happy, almost the complete opposite to myself. Sheryl Crow on Virgin, and let's say hello, Harrow.
Hiya.
Hello.
How you doing, Nick?
Okay.
All right. Listen, I'd like to find out why some people feel it's so necessary to drive so close behind your car when it's quite obvious. If you've got 3 cars going in front of you that are about 30 miles an hour, it's unlikely that you're going to be able to go any faster.
Oh my God!
Yeah, well, no, I mean, yeah, it's Blaze, the Valley Girl with the voice change. You know, after a few years, it does change. You can't do that anymore.
I can understand that.
Yeah. But no, seriously, sometimes I feel like putting a sticker in the back of my car saying, if you get any closer, you're going to need a condom. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, I mean, I'm not rude or anything. I'm just American.
I beg to disagree, madam.
No,
yes.
I mean, I don't know, Nick, do you drive? Do you drive in London?
No. Oh, no, can't afford a car.
No? Yeah, right. You probably chauffeured everywhere.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, but you seem to have called the wrong show.
Oh, no, I haven't.
I think you need to speak to those people on breakfast.
What?
No, I think you've got the very wrong idea about me. But absolutely, whatever it is you just said, I can.
Oh, great. Well, at least I got you agreeing with one thing. I mean, you didn't agree with me with the bar thing.
Yeah. If only I could remember what that was about. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. I'll pay you a lot of money not to tell me.
Oh, well, you can do that anyway.
Yeah, okay, I'll give it my... I'll give it serious consideration.
Yeah, okay, great.
Gotta go.
All right, bye-bye.
Here's Bradford. Bradford?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I'd like to say that don't you think that schools should make rules and write them down on paper and give them to every child when they come into school?
Yes.
You know why?
Why?
Because my school, the school that I go to, just makes up rules. I mean, when we ask them for a set of rules written on paper, they say, oh, well, we haven't got any. They're just rules.
It's one of those organisations that just makes up the damn rules as they go along. And
it's so stupid. My friend yesterday dyed her hair red and yellow, and it looks really stupid, but it's her own hair, don't you think? And she can do what she wants with it. But she got told off, and she got suspended.
Quite right, too. Huh?
What?
Yes, quite right, too.
Good. I'm glad you agree with me.
That she got suspended?
No!
Yes!
No! She shouldn't have got suspended, though.
Oh, shouldn't she?
No,
Oh, I must have been thinking about something else. Yeah, you're absolutely right in that case. I completely agree with you.
Right, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's a Double Shot Tuesday. 2 in a row on the Nicky Abbott Show. Winchmore Hill. Let's see if this one makes any sense. He hung up before he even got on. That would be my first choice. If only the previous two callers had done the same. Duran Duran. Virgin, Nick Abbott, last show for 2 weeks. 0500 30 12 15. Here is, I've already had Winchmore Hill? Oh no, they weren't there. Here's Aberdeen.
Good evening, Nick.
You're very faint.
I'm very faint. Oh, sorry, is that better for you?
Yes, that is.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Now, Nick...
I'm glad, by the way, that you're feeling glad now.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, actually.
Feeling glad all over?
Well, especially you.
Feeling me all over?
Well, yes, you ought to be glad all over. In fact, we want to know, Nick. The nation wants to know.
No, they don't.
They bloody well do.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. We want to know what makes you glad, Nick. I mean, I know you get some crap calls, so come on, you've got the chance to tell the nation what do you want from us and what will make you laugh.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What do you do for a job? You're not in radio, are you?
No. I don't mind, you know.
Well, you've got the voice for it.
Oh, no, don't do me that. Is there anybody taking over your spot in the next 2 weeks?
Yes.
Oh, damn. Oh, well, never mind.
You know, what we're going to do is we're just going to broadcast complete dead air for 3 hours.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea, isn't it? Yeah,
That's
just watch those ratings rocket.
I can agree with that, yes. Especially with your show. No, I'm only joking. Sorry, Nick. No, carry on.
What makes me laugh? Okay, the greatest talent in the history of radio, a man called Neil Rogers, who works in Miami. He is the funniest man in radio. That makes me laugh.
All right.
The great tradition of British humour, like the naughty but nice, you know, wink wink stuff. Benny Hill and the Carry-Ons and all of that, you know, Alistair Sim and the Groucho Marx films, Laurel and Hardy, Tom and Jerry, the Warner Brothers cartoons, John Cleese, you know, all of that stuff.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Something does.
David Letterman, the funniest show on TV, with the exception of Beavis and Butthead.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're easily pleased, aren't you? All I have to say is Beavis and Butthead, and you burst out laughing.
Well, I'm glad to know something makes you laugh. I can sleep easy tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
If you get a couple of tissues or a moist towelette, I'll say Beavis and Butthead for you again. Listen to this woman.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bye.
All right. She's so easily pleased. She could have a great night on the town without even leaving her house. 0500 30 12 15. Here's this call in Hoddesdon on Virgin. Hello.
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 Hello. You had a very sad listener talking about the famous flag.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be just as sad because there's a new production going to be made next year. So they're not dead at all.
What do you mean?
Well, they're going to make a new series.
A new series of the famous flag?
Yes.
What super news!
Yeah, isn't it? Well, I'm very excited. And I'm going to set my video recorder every time.
Yeah, I'm going to set my hair on fire in appreciation of that.
So Dick lives on, as it were.
Absolutely. All right, thanks for the news.
Okay, bye.
Oh, super! Norwich.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
All right.
Good. I just wondered how you feel about sad people like us ringing you up in the evening.
I wish you would do it more frequently.
Do you really?
Yep.
Do you not sort of talk to us and think, oh, God, you must be so sad?
Now, are you talking about you specifically?
Not me specifically, all of us. All of us. I mean, we're sitting here in the evening, we're just going from work, had our tea, you know, had a few beers, whatever, and we're sitting there and think, oh, let's pick up the phone and ring up old Nick,
yes.
you know?
Well, that's
Do you think that's sad?
No, I think it's great. We're conversing, which is the food of life.
Do you think so?
Isn't it?
Seriously?
Communication. That's what it's all about. Communication. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. What was that, Roy Castle song?
Yeah.
And that was Dedication, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, absolutely, thrills me to bits.
Does it really? Because sometimes, you know, me and my husband, we drive along and we'll sit there and he'll go, you'll cut someone off really short and you'll be really pissy and he'll say, Ian, so good. How can he do that to someone? If someone phones you up, you know, with all their heart and they're saying really nice things to you, and you'll say something really beastly, like you're probably going to say to me in a minute, and they'll say, he's so good, how can he do that to someone who's like taking the time to ring the number and ring you up?
Yeah, how dare I? Who the hell do I think I am?
Oh, I think it's very good, because if more people did that, then radio stations would be a lot more fun to listen to.
It wouldn't be so boring and chronic listening to those phone-in shows. Yeah.
That's right, because, you know, you get in from work.
Phone-in shows wouldn't be specifically for people who were over 1,000 years old. Is that what you're telling me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because what do you do when you get in from work, right? You get in, you turn the telly on, right?
Yeah, your husband must be a real ball of fire. You get in and you
He is a ball of fire.
you get in and then you do anything but talk to him.
Oh, no.
And you come in and you turn the TV on.
Yeah,
How about
that's
conversing
right.
and spending some time with the man who's given up the rest of his life to serve you?
Well, he does serve you very well. But do you feel like it's good when people actually ring you up and they're like not watching their telly?
Yes, absolutely. I love it.
Yeah. Well, we think it's really good.
So you said, over and over again.
But more people should do it.
Yeah. I wish the people like you would call up and repeat the same thing over and over again. Yeah. This is where I get rude, which you were looking for. No, I just did it.
Go on.
No, that's all I...
You know, my life has meant nothing until you said to me. Go on, please.
I've given you all I can. Anna, there is no more left to give. I'm dry. Gotta go. See ya. 0500 3012, oops, 301215 on Virgin. It's the last show for 2 weeks. Please help. A new stamp depicting a garish, multicolored has landed the Swiss post office in trouble. Of all the countries in all the world, little, backwater, sleepy, conservative, right-wing Switzerland had to put a condom, multicolored yet, right on the front of a stamp. Well, it wouldn't have made much sense to put it on the other side of the stamp, least of all the side of the stamp. Get on with it. Launched this week with the backing of the Stop the Spread of AIDS campaign, the stamp was an instant hit with philatelists. Philatelists do it with their tongues out, who cleared out stocks within hours. However, the retired population and religious groups, swamped the post office headquarters in Lausanne with, guess what? Complaints! Big surprise. Claiming the stamp amounted to state propaganda for promiscuity and demanding its immediate withdrawal. Like the Pope, these people refuse to accept the idea that condoms are the solution to AIDS, said Oscar Haney, a post office spokesman. For them, the only answer is fidelity. Yeah. The chap who designed the stamp thought that stamp buyers would be attracted to the colourful riot of fluorescent splashes. It was the phallic outline, however, which caught most people's attention. One complaint, a pensioner from an Alpine village, said that the stamp symbolises the climate of immorality in Lausanne, a citadel of depravity. Wow! That's where I'm spending the next 2 weeks. Book me my plane ticket now. It's a citadel of depravity. Does that mean that there's an impenetrable wall around it? I'd like the key to that town. The post office promised to write back to all the angry customers who wrote in to object. Alternative stamps would be used for the replies. Yeah. And you know who designed the stamp? It was a man called Nicky de Saint-Phale. P-H-A-L-L-E. Can you believe that? And yesterday, the day before, about ideas that make vast amounts of money, like there's this drink that just got bought by Quaker Oats that just started in 1972 as a health drink, became through good advertising, through good product placement, through however they did it, from 1972 to 1994, which is that's 38 years. They just sold it to Quaker Oats for $1.7 billion, not million, billion dollars. That's an outrageous sum of money, isn't it, for a drink? That's all they did. They just invented a drink and sold it. $1.7 billion. And as I've said frequently, the richest people in this country, £5,000 million are the makers of the cardboard, the foil-lined cardboard containers that orange juice and drinks like that come in. That's all they had to do, is just invent a box. There are a couple of Cambridge University students running a headhunting business selling lists of undergraduate high flyers. Now, there are many companies that sell lists to other companies, computer-generated lists of people, of middle managers in companies that are targeted to other companies. That makes sense? Companies that do something that make a product or have a service that other companies would want to deal with. And they will list down the names, because the worst thing to do if you're trying to get in touch with somebody who does something within an organization is to call them up and say, can I speak to the general manager? Because that will immediately, you immediately have fallen at the first hurdle. You have to say their name. And if you ask, in many companies, the secretary, what is the name of the general, they won't tell you. For security reasons, or just because many people who ask that question are a complete pain in the arse and are trying to get something from you or sell something to you. And so people in managerial positions refuse to have their names given out to people who inquire. And so these are very valuable, these lists that people buy and spend a vast amount of money on a computer printout of several hundred names of managers in corporations and companies that that make products or give services that companies will be interested in buying. Never before done, two Cambridge University students, they just thought it up right off the top of their head, running a headhunting business selling lists of undergraduate high flyers. The scheme came to light after a number of students complained that they were receiving unsolicited mail from company recruitment officers inviting them to apply for posts or to attend careers fairs. All companies want the best, and they are prepared to give them lists of the best for a lot of money. The career service at Cambridge University yesterday warned the firms that they risked blah, 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 blah. The lists are tailored to each firm's individual specifications and are based on exam results and extracurricular activities. These two blokes, they're only 20 years old. They just thought this stuff up and did it. And the head of the University Career Service says as long as they're working from published sources of information and are not contravening the Data Protection Act, then they're acting within the law. 5 companies, including 3 banks and the multinational Procter & Gamble, big money, have subscribed to this service already and are paying £2.50 for each name that appears. The longest list contains 700 names. 700, that's 250, it's £1,750 for a list. That they didn't actually cost them anything to do. They just thought it up and did it. £1,750. Those lads will go far. And they'll be able to afford to go there. Yes, he does. Right at the very end. Don't stand, message in a bottle by the police. Sting stings a star. I'd like to be a rock star, mate. The kids today, they want to be DJs. You ask kids what they want to do, and not like a radio DJ. Oh, no, nothing so boring. They want to be a club DJ. But not me. I would much rather be, I'd rather be Sting, actually. I think it'd be quite nice to be Sting. Being a club DJ, what a thing that is to want to be. Up till like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, you have to deal with the gangsters and people who absolutely would refuse to pay you unless you put a gun to their head. And you have any idea how much records weigh? Working in a hot, smoky environment, everybody else is having fun but you. Doesn't sound like a great thing to be to me, but Sting? Oh yeah, he's just like swan about by, get chauffeured into town, buy a coat that costs, as much as a small house, and just lark about, and everybody loves you. Great. It's only Mrs. Hull.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
So which rock star would you like to be like then, Mrs. Hull? Susie Quattro?
No.
Mick Jagger?
No, you're scraping the barrel now. No, I would like to, no, I'm not going to mention who I like because you always take the mickey.
Chris Rea.
Who the hell?
but sorry, I don't swear now because I've got to put 10p in a box. Listen,
What?
you going on holiday again?
Yes.
You're never away from holiday. You must be absolutely loaded in money. Absolutely, and you're always...
What?
Well, you're always telling people how hard up you are. You can't be. Oh, yes.
It wouldn't happen to be Vince Hill you'd like to be like, is it?
I wouldn't like to be like him, but I'd like to listen to him more often, and it wouldn't hurt you to put him on a bit more often.
Culture?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
And don't take that attitude with me, young man.
What?
You heard me.
I'll be away in December as well, Mrs. Hill.
Are you coming where I'm going?
Are you going to the seaside?
Yes.
I've got all to change me.
You're very clever, aren't you?
Oh, that's the thing about me, is I'm so clever.
Now then, why are you going on a holiday again?
Because.
Yeah. Go on.
Because. Full stop. End of sentence.
Are you tired?
Oh, what? Absolutely not, Mrs. Hill.
Well, I don't know what I can say about that.
The less you say about that, the better.
I mean, all I know what you do is sit and read paper and watch telly all day.
Oh, I suppose you think that that's easy.
It is. Just turn the paper about. How could someone notice to do that?
Yeah, come to think of it, it is pretty easy, yeah.
Do you sweat over it?
I don't sweat, me.
Oh, I do.
I'm in the public eye, I do not sweat.
Why?
Sweat?
Well, if you do, you'll kill yourself if you don't. Think of your skin all shriveling up. By the way, before you go on tripping across, and where are you off this time?
Home.
You're not going away?
No.
Can't you afford it?
Yes.
So,
no.
We're very abrupt this evening.
Clint tells me that you've, what have you been doing?
I cut my toe.
You cut your toe? Nail?
I was cutting my toenail, then someone rang, well, my telephone rang, and my foot slipped off the back.
Right, it wasn't that your foot was getting too long. You had to, like, trim it back a bit?
Not the foot, the nail.
Right.
So I nicked my toe next to the nail, and it's painful. And then, this evening, I thought, well, I'll make some chicken soup. And I was cutting away, listening to you, and chop, 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 went my nail, my thumb. And
chop, chop, chop goes the nail.
So I've only another one to cut.
Yeah.
Only another thing to do.
What are you doing with it, like a Stanley knife, or what?
No, I have.
Do you have a safety guard on those scissors?
No.
Are you wearing goggles while you're doing this?
No.
Do you have the proper safety requisites?
I've got clippers and clippers. You know, clippers.
How can you cut yourself with clippers?
Well, I can.
Okay.
I can do lots of things you can't do.
You're a woman of many talents, no question about that.
You don't know. You don't know.
I have no idea.
You've no idea, young man. Anyhow, I hope... Oh, before I go...
Not in my wildest imagination, yeah.
Before I go, because if I don't say it, they all start saying it. How's the eye?
Misty.
Again?
Yeah. Not again. It never ceased to be misty.
Why
it has always been
Why don't you go and sue them?
Sue them?
And ask them for a rerun.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to let them do it again. I'm misty, too much in love.
Yes, there's that. I was going to ask you something else. You see, you always put me off. Good. Okay, I'm off.
Oh, don't go in a huff.
I will do.
But do go. No, I don't mean it like that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I love you, and so does everybody else that listens to this show.
Oh.
And you just don't call up enough.
Well, listen, I can't keep calling you. You seem so occupied. And I hate to butt in. I couldn't butt in a lot of times, you know. Anyhow, when you've a free minute...
Yes. I'll think about you.
Oh, I don't want you to do that, but put Vince on, you know.
Vince?
Just occasionally.
Okay,
You put me in a lovely mood when you do that. Now go back to chopping my vegetables then.
Okay, off you go.
Bye-bye, dear.
It was Mrs. Hole.
Bye-bye.
What does he say? What the hell are you talking about, man? Bon Jovi and Always. 0500 30 12 15 on Virgin. It's just an hour and 5 minutes or so to go before a 2-week hiatus. Western Superman.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Liz.
Have you got a sock in your mouth?
Sorry?
Speak near the phone.
No, I've got a cigarette in my mouth, actually.
What a difference that made.
I've taken it out now.
How big was that cigarette? Was it like about 5 inches around?
No, I wasn't expecting to come on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God, you've got me tongue.
Oh, okay, I'll put you on hold, and I'll come back to you in about a minute, all right?
I'm ready.
Are you?
Yeah. Nick.
Ma.
Hi. We got the Chrissy and Stan and Dan and everything out the way, didn't we?
The what?
The Chrissy and Stan and Dan and Caravan and everything, all that out the way.
What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Ago, about the Caravan business. It was all forgotten, all done with, right? Western Supermare?
Yeah.
No, you can't remember.
Well, I remember Caravan, yeah.
Right.
But, I mean, you just, like, right off the bat said it like I knew who you were and what you were talking about. I get many calls.
I'm sorry. I apologise. Right.
I know you're important in your household, but you mean nothing to me.
You. I know.
So?
Yeah. Nick.
What? Just the way you say that. What? I bet your mother hates you. It's like, man.
She does, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, no comment. Nick.
Nick.
Why don't you shut up?
What?
Do I really sound like that?
Yes. Nick.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. All right, Nick. Why?
What do you want?
Why?
Why, oh, why?
Why?
Yeah.
Why don't you do more road shows?
I could be the go-go dancer.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, be a go-go dancer, but sort of turn around and do it. You did this road show in Edinburgh, which was good.
I was the go-go dancer in Edinburgh.
Were you?
Yeah. We have pictures.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What were you wearing?
Nothing.
Oh, can I have a picture, please? No, why? Seriously, why don't you do more road shows?
Because.
Because? No,
yes.
Come on.
Same answer I gave Mrs. Hull. Just because, okay? Because we say so.
Mrs. Hull, you'd make her day, wherever she lives, wherever she comes from. I mean, you're so
like
brilliant.
lost for words. It's a dream come true. Listen, I've got to go. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Western Supermare.
Nick,
no buts.
Please.
What?
Please, can I ask you one more thing? No, seriously.
Quickly.
This is the last time.
Time is running out.
Right,
Faster than you know.
Time I'm going to phone you.
Oh, it is a dream come true. Everyone is thrilled. Give the woman a hand.
Can you put... I did ask...
What?
Could you please... This is serious.
Say it!
Last time I'm going to be able to talk to you.
Quickly.
2 favours, please.
Oh, 2?
Can I have... Yeah, please, can I have a photo of you? Because I just
And the
cannot
second favour?
I can't imagine what you
Life
like.
without it. Yeah, I know.
Please, can I have that?
And?
And this, your version of Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd.
I'll put you on hold, and just for you and absolutely nobody else, don't write NASC.
That's brilliant.
I will put you on hold until Clint will take your details, all right?
Have a nice holiday.
All right, thanks a lot. Don't hang up. 0500 30 12 15. I thought she'd never go.
We play classic album tracks and the best new music.
Know By Now by Robert Palmer, 0500 30 12 15, the last hour for 2 weeks. Virgin, Nick Abbott, Humberside.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Seeing as you're the fountain of youth, the fountain of knowledge, could you tell me who this is, please? It's an advert for Levi.
Yeah, mentioning no product names.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I know exactly the advert you're talking about, and I have wondered the same myself. And as soon as they get it together to release the single with a picture of the Levi's bloke on the front of it, then we'll all find out. But it's a good track, though, isn't it? Hello? Do we have to pay to play this? Hello! Oh, he's gone.
Hello?
I've absolutely no idea is the answer to the question, but we will find out. Thanks a lot, mate.
Thank you.
Worthing.
Hello, Nick.
Yes, sir.
Well, are you the Nick or Dick Thrust or what?
Dick Thrust at your service.
Okay. I'd like to ask your advice, please.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the cinema on Sunday, and I've got a choice of 3 films.
Okay, let's hear the choice.
The Client, Frankenstein, and Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
What would you recommend?
Well, the one that I wouldn't recommend is Frankenstein, which is one of the worst films ever made in the entire history of the world. Now, did Barry Norman give that film a good review? Because I've been reading the reviews in the paper just to make sure that it wasn't just me, and everybody else pretty much wrote that it stank.
Okay.
Correct. But it also, they gave quotes in one paper, they gave quotes of what other people had said about the film. And it seemed like Barry Norman was sucking up. Is he sucking up to Ken?
Well, Ken's a lovey.
It seems ridiculous that anybody would have anything good to say about that film, including Robert De Niro, who, incidentally, was awful in that film. And I don't know whether it has anything to do with it, but he didn't show up for either of the premieres. He asked for a plane to go from, I think it was New York to Los Angeles, so they gave him one. And then did you read about this? And then he said, that plane's not big enough. I'd like a bigger plane, please.
Sounds like John Travolta for Pulp Fiction.
I would like a bigger plane, please, he said. Like, how big does a plane need to be to ship your person over there, right? So they gave him a bigger plane. And then he said, I want a stewardess. So they gave him a stewardess. And, you know, he still didn't go. So I don't know whether that's just because of the pressure of work or that he thinks the film stinks too. I have no idea. But don't go to Frankenstein. I would go to see Pulp Fiction. Do you mind seeing a lot of people getting shot for no good reason?
Well, no, because I saw Reservoir Dogs.
Excellent. Well, then see Pulp Fiction. I haven't seen The Client, so I've got no idea, but it's probably a very good film.
Well, there's a warning about Frankenstein anyway. It's by Francis Ford Coppola, who did Dracula, and well, that was dreadful.
Well, I thought that was dreadful too. I mean, Francis Ford Coppola has made some of my favourite films. Rumblefish, Apocalypse Now, of course.
Godfather?
Yeah, 1 and 2. But since Rumblefish, not much.
Okay, well, thanks for the advice.
Okay.
Go and see Pulp Fiction.
All right, good. Thanks a lot. See you.
Bye-bye.
0500 30 12 15. Glad to be of service. What's next? Well, unfortunately, the next song is over in the rack behind me. So why don't I play one of these? I've got a lot of them. You want to hear disco? Let's have Cardiff pick. Hello, Cardiff?
Hello, Nick.
Yeah, I'll get to you in just a second. Pick a number. Between 1 and, like, about 15, something like that.
9.
9, you say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Okay, pick a number between 1 and 2.
1.
1, you say.
Yeah.
And this is the song you have chosen. Abbott on the radio. Abbott on 12:15. Don't say it, they can make him scream. Stay by Maurice Williams and the Zodiacs. Is this Terence Trent D'Arby then? And If You Let Me Stay. I'll only let you stay, Carol, if you put out your fag.
No way!
Here's Lurgan.
Hello.
Where's that then?
Northern Ireland.
I just dumped that poor bloke from Cardiff who just waited all the way through that song. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please call back, or don't. One of the two. Yeah, back with you now.
Hello.
That was a complete mistake, and it was Carol's fault. Yes, Lurgan.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hello. We're phoned to see why you don't play enough songs of bands that come from Northern Ireland. You know, especially late 70s, early 80s.
Is it because they're crap?
What? No, nothing to do with that.
Isn't it? Okay, who are you talking about?
Bands like the Eggcats, Undertones, Stiff Little Fingers,
roof racks.
Suspect device?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just setting myself up for a gig we're going to later on next week.
Who?
The Dam's playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They must be 50 years old, those folks.
Well, you know how it is.
The Damned and who? Is it the big punk revival gig?
No, I wouldn't say it's a punk revival gig. It's just they'll be playing a lot of new stuff.
But who's playing with them?
Nobody. They're playing on their own.
Oh, they really?
Yeah, in a small club in Belfast.
They're playing with themselves, Carol?
Yeah, well, if you like to put it like that.
Well, I knew that's what you were thinking of when you started to laugh there, Carol. I just thought I'd underline the joke for you. Okay, thanks for the news, mate.
Okay.
And the suggestion, which we'll give due consideration. And forget about it almost as soon as I finish this sentence. Here's it's the computer line.
Hi, Nick. I need your help. I think I have got my internal wires crossed because I am starting to like Mark Goodyear. This computer is corrupt and needs correcting. A quick inspection by Wendy should do the trick. Yes. Cheers, Nick.
Please help me. I need your help. I hope you're listening to me.
Tori Amos and Cornflake Girl. I'd forgotten how good it sounds. 0500 30 12 15. Bradford.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, it's Emma here. I'm going to tell you about a demonstration that we're having in Bradford, and it's about a fox for a farm that we found. It's the last remaining one that we know about.
Yeah.
And I just wondered if people want to come along. Can I give you the details?
Okay then.
All right, it's Brackenhill Park in Hollingwood Lane, Bradford BD7. It's quite well publicised, and we're hoping the press and the...
You're all going to get arrested.
We're all going to get arrested for the criminal justice bill.
It's illegal.
Yeah, I know, it's a nightmare.
You'll have to form a protest on the top of his house.
Yeah, well, the police know about it. Everybody knows about it. It's all strictly legit and everything. Yeah.
Okay. Good luck.
Is that okay? Thanks a lot. All right, cheers. Bye-bye.
Here's Bolton. Oh, that's a shame. Bolton has gone. He wants to talk about Chris Eubank. Yes, Chris Eubank here. With my nice new car. It's Aid who can't get laid.
Hi there.
Hello.
How are you?
All right.
Do you know the terrible time I was telling you about that last week?
No. I remember nothing that you say. Nothing that you say makes the slightest indent on my mind.
The Torquay trip thing.
Family. The what?
The Torquay trip thing, the boring one that I went with.
Torquay, what a scorcher.
Yeah. Well, I've seen this friend of mine again, and it's going a trip up to go to...
you know what, Aid?
What?
I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. Give us a quick précis.
Right, last weekend I went to Torquay,
and
this mate of mine won't go out to the hotel room where we did this hang around the beach and that.
In the middle of winter?
Yeah.
Right.
And he's asked me to go to Tenerife with him next year because he reckons he can tell what a good time I had last weekend.
Yeah, if you can have a good time in winter on the beach in Torquay, imagine the fun to be had in Tenerife.
Yeah, I'd sooner... I don't want to go with him at all. I don't know how to break it to him.
Why? Because it's foreign? Ugh.
No, not... anybody else, I could go. Not him, because he's not prepared to do anything or go anywhere.
He's not prepared to do anything? What does that mean?
Yeah, what are you doing?
He doesn't go... never mind.
Who's that?
What?
Is that in the back?
I've got no idea. I'm calling security. Some mad woman's in here.
Yes.
So does the sound of Aid's voice, what does it do to you there, Carol? Interested?
Oh, yeah.
It's a result, Aid. It's a first for you. Everybody's pleased. You most of all. And not a little surprised, I bet.
It'll go down in history.
Yeah, it'll go down in history, yeah, no question about that. The one and only. They'll put this on your gravestone. Note the time and day.
So, what do you think I should tell him that?
What?
What do you think I should tell him?
I've forgotten what the question was. It was so boring the first time around, I don't think I want to know. Tell him thank you very much, but no thanks, I think is what Carol just said.
Yeah, that sounds like...
Yeah. Say, tell him that and tell me goodbye.
Right, I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bye.
0500 30 12 15.
Tennis and world number one John McEnroe is through to the second round of a £200,000 tournament in America. Earlier today, he knocked out Ivan Lendl, 6 minus 1, 6 minus 2, 6 minus 4. What the hell are you talking about?
Kicking by Simple Minds. 0500 30 12 15. Come on, please help me. Only 20 minutes to go for 2 weeks. Here's Aberdeen.
Good evening, Nick.
Hello.
Hello, who are you?
It's the Ragmag people.
It's the Ragmag people again.
These two blokes, were you know, David and Ian?
Yeah.
Ian's
in the curry at the moment.
Wanted me to do a column for their Ragmag, which is coming out in February. Well, not like a column, it's just like a hello, here it is sort of thing. And now you've invited me to a ball.
Yes. We would have invited you earlier, but we thought you were working.
Yeah.
As you do, if that's what you call it.
So what is this ball?
It's really a sort of meal, get drunk, have a dance, stagger home sort of affair. Basically. If you go down to the basics, it's just sort of an event that's happening.
It's a student disco.
No, it's not a disco. It's not. It's a ceilidh.
It's okay, but it's a student event.
Yes.
I haven't been to one of those since 1982, and I swore blind that I would never do so again.
Well, to boost your ego, we were going to put you on the top table.
Where, now, let me guess, the top table, a puke bucket is supplied. Am I right?
Oh, no, these ones aren't supplied. It means you get to make a mess on the floor.
Ah.
That's why it's a top
and
table.
Then slide around in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them well. And the answer is, I'd rather shave my head with a cheese grater.
Would you?
But I mean that nicely.
Because we could arrange that.
Yeah, I bet you could, yeah.
I'm sure we could have that.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Okay.
But the best of luck.
Nothing.
Okay, yeah. Absolutely, you get nothing from me, which is hopefully what you'll ask for. Oh, all right, well, thanks a lot and the best of luck.
No problem.
All right, cheers.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Here's East Anglia.
Hello, Nick.
Hello.
I want to talk about being a teacher.
You are a teacher?
No, being a teacher. You know, I'm not, but I just want to know. Being a teacher, it can't be much fun, can it?
No, it must be one of the worst jobs in the world.
Because, I mean, you go to school, go to college for a few years, then back to school. And your life is school.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't seem like many teachers, like, happy, good, outgoing people, do you?
No, they're usually throwing themselves off the top of tall buildings.
Marking homework. That's one thing that annoys me about teachers. They give you homework, then they have to mark it. If all the teachers did none, but you wouldn't have to do any marking, just go out.
Why hadn't they thought of that before?
It just doesn't make sense to me being a teacher.
I really don't know why anybody would want to be a teacher, because I remember how we used to teach. We used to treat teachers, I mean, really appallingly. I mean, we used to make their lives hell.
That was 10 years ago. You should be in some classes now.
Well, yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine it just gets worse and worse. I mean, whereas we used to get the belt, that was the ultimate punishment, is they'd belt the living daylights out of you.
Well, that's another thing, yeah, about teachers.
And now they can't do that at all. All they can give you is like lines or expel you from school. That isn't going to stop.
Well, they can't actually expel you, you know. They have to suspend you first.
Well, whatever. I mean, that's not going to stop anybody, is it? That's not going to stop a 16-year-old high on drugs coming at you with a knife.
But teachers have so much power, don't they? Like...
They don't have any power at all.
But they like cops and go, you're just dealing with the deputy head. Thinking they're just like Hitler. They think they're just big. Sorry to compare it to you, but it's like when you cut people up and go, there you go, mate.
There you go, mate. 0500 32. Let's have a lightning round, shall we? Let's have a couple. 0500 30 12 15. Now's a good day to have a lightning round when it's not a no-repeat Thursday. 0500 30 12 15. A few lightning rounds to round out the show.
Are you a man or a big boy?
Jesse by Joshua Caddison. 0500 30 12 15. Let's have lightning rounds now. Hello, Virgin. Go on, not even before they hit the air. Hello?
Hello, this is Disaster State, Nick. I've got an excellent one for you.
Yes?
What it is, I went about 10 years ago, I went with this girl, and I went back to her place after
This is a disastrous date. You're about 3 months too late.
Why?
That show was years ago.
No, you're still doing it.
No, I'm not.
Aren't you?
No.
Oh, it's a good one, though, Nick.
No, I'll put you on hold, Clint will check it out. He's on 2. Hello?
You're fooling yourself. You're living in a dictatorship.
Right. Hello, Virgin.
Hello.
Hello.
Can I ask you something?
No.
Is Clint in the same room as you?
No.
No. He's in a different room entirely.
Well, that would be my best guess, yes. Either or. Hello, Virgin.
The teachers. Where's the bottle?
Where's the bottle? Oh, I see. Hello. Hello, Virgin.
Why have you stopped calling, what's his name, Rotundo?
I've stopped thinking about him.
Well, it's not good enough. And because you've been naughty, I'm going to dump you.
Hello, Virgin.
Hello. The fact that you expected it to be funny and it wasn't funny turned me on.
Some of you people really scare me, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm really actually sitting here physically scared. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
This is Mars. It's intelligent life on Earth.
Absolutely, none that I've seen.
No, I've been checking you out.
Yeah.
I don't quite believe you're an Earthman, are you? I think you're from Alpha Centauri.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, I had hoped that there would be something funny there. I thought that he was building up to a joke, but, you know. Let's have the relaxation line.
Let all those muscles relax. Now. And now, let that feeling of relaxation spread downwards from your waist into the muscles of your hips and thighs. Let your thigh muscles relax. Let them go limp and slack and heavy.
That's usually how my thigh muscles are, limp, slack and heavy. About a Girl by Nirvana on Virgin 0500 30 12 15. Time is running out faster than we know. Here's Abbot.
Hi Nick, it's Stuart from Abbot here. I'm going to do a drum solo for you. You just hold on.
It's a tidbit of talent. Elvis Costello in the attractions. Yeah. I bet he's really popular with the neighbours.
Hello?
That's the thing about drums, is that you could probably hear that in 3 streets away.
Yes, probably.
Does everybody in your town hate you?
No, not really. Just learn to feel.
Only the ones that are that can still hear.
Yeah, well, I've taken some people, but just the way it goes on the price of fame.
How do your parents live with you is what I'm wondering. I mean, when do you practice?
I try not to practice in the house.
Well, obviously.
With my band.
Yeah, not much practicing going on there, yeah. And we just have the fruits of it.
That was just a one-off.
Yes, well, let's hope so.
For your benefit, of course.
Okay. Thanks for thinking of me. Gotta go.
No problem.
See ya.
Cheers, Nick. Bye.
0500 30 12 15. I'm not going to do another lightning round. Apart from there not being any time, the last one was so dispiriting, it was so bad, so boring, so deeply unfunny, I may never do it again. Oh, okay then. Some people go to extraordinary lengths to have fun, and this woman has found herself up a mountain in the Highlands of Scotland.
Yes, I have.
What are you doing up there?
Shivering my butt off.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's very cold, but I'm rocking on with Virgin.
Are you going to be on the 10 o'clock news tomorrow? Are they going to be sending out a rescue team
I hope
to drag you off the mountain?
I hope not, but I've told everybody at work tonight that if I'm not back at work on Monday, that's where I am. I'm being rescued.
Right.
So they're prepared for it.
What on earth possessed you to do this?
a sense of adventure more than anything else.
It was because it's there.
Well, it is there. You can't help it. But we've got bagpipes. We've got the horror gag here in the mountains.
Okay, you have bagpipes. Do you have crampons?
Do we have what?
Crampons.
Crampons? Do you need them?
Climbing dead?
Yeah. And all that sort of thing. I know, no, you don't need them. No.
Have you ever done this before?
No, I haven't. It's the first for me. A first for most people, I would say. Especially for an Aussie.
You've never climbed a mountain before?
No.
And yet you find yourself in the middle of winter on a mountain in Scotland at night.
It started off as a hill walk and ended up becoming a mountain.
And we'll end up with us having to scramble the helicopter.
And thank you for talking to me. Thank you for taking up your time to talk to me.
We play classic album tracks and the best new music.